Have you ever imagined waking up in a world where robots handle almost every single task for humans? A world where you don't see hotel receptionists, restaurant chefs, or even laundry workers because machines have taken over those jobs. Well, welcome to Japan, a country that is already living inside the future. When I first stepped into this robot-powered hotel, it felt like entering a science fiction movie that had suddenly become real. Everything around me was automated, smart, and surprisingly human-like. There were no traditional staff members at the reception desk. Instead, a humanoid robot welcomed us with polite gestures, just like a trained human employee would do. We approached the robot, followed its instructions, scanned our passports, and digitally signed the required documents. After collecting our information, the robot greeted us and guided us toward an automatic payment machine where we completed the transaction without any human assistance. It was fascinating because even cultural manners were programmed into the machine. In Japan, bowing is a sign of respect, and even robots were designed to follow this social behavior. It honestly felt like humans and machines were already learning how to live together in harmony. As we moved deeper into the hotel, I noticed something even more shocking. The hotel's entire ecosystem was designed to function without human workers. The restaurant did not have human cooks preparing food. Instead, automated machines handled food preparation and service. Even daily necessities like clothing items were sold through vending machines. If you needed slippers, pajamas, or basic travel essentials, you could simply buy them from automated dispensers. Laundry services were also fully robotic. Machines washed, dried, and organized clothes using advanced air drying technology. And even the lights adjusted themselves according to our movement. One of the most impressive features inside the room was a smart wardrobe system that could clean and refresh clothes automatically. Inside the wardrobe, hot steam airflow combined with rotating hangers helped remove wrinkles and dry clothes within hours. The hangers rotated extremely fast, almost like they were dancing inside the closet, while special air filtration systems kept the airflow clean and efficient. I decided to leave my clothes inside to see if they would really be ready by morning. And honestly, it felt like conducting a small scientific experiment inside a futuristic laboratory disguised as a hotel room. The next morning, robots were already working again. They were cleaning windows, sweeping floors, and even helping pick up small objects left behind by guests. These robots were specially designed to perform repetitive and tiring tasks that humans usually dislike doing. But interestingly, robot businesses like this hotel are currently being used more for entertainment and technological demonstrations rather than completely replacing human workers. Many visitors told me that they did not treat robots as real human employees, but rather as advanced tools. However, technology is progressing so fast that sometimes robots behave in ways that feel almost emotional. Japan has already employed more than 500,000 robot workers across different industries, which is actually a global record. Large Japanese corporations are planning to increase that number to over 1 million robotic workers in the next decade. In cities like Tokyo, robots are already working in banks, telecommunications companies, and manufacturing industries. One famous interactive robot named Pepper is designed to observe human emotions and respond accordingly. If someone speaks angrily, the robot may respond in a cautious or neutral tone. When meeting someone for the first time, it sometimes acts shy or uncomfortable, but over time, it adapts to human behavior patterns. This raises a very big question for humanity. Can robots truly understand emotions, or are they just extremely advanced imitators of human feelings? To explore this question, we visited a huge robotics exhibition in Tokyo, where futuristic machines were being showcased. Some robots were designed for industrial purposes, like carrying heavy boxes using air pressure and vacuum suction technology. These machines used silicon-based vacuum systems to lift and move objects with incredible precision. They could pick items up, place them down, and organize them with almost perfect accuracy. Some industrial robots were even stronger and faster than human workers, especially in manufacturing and packaging industries. For example, one robot was organizing small white boxes into larger containers, while another robot was transporting those containers to storage areas. The entire process looked like a perfectly synchronized team working together, except the team was made entirely of machines. One of the most interesting demonstrations involved a human operator controlling a robot remotely. The operator could move the robot's arms and body just by moving his own hands. This technology is called motion control robotics, and it is becoming extremely popular in modern engineering. Robotic arms are now so advanced that they can perform delicate manufacturing tasks, such as placing caps on bottles or assembling small electronic components. These robotic arms often work faster and more precisely than human workers. In some factories, robots are even responsible for building other machines. I saw one robot producing cardboard boxes, while another robot collected and stacked them for distribution. The level of automation was unbelievable. And honestly, a little intimidating because it made me wonder what jobs humans would be doing in the future. Not all robots are built for industrial work. Some are designed to interact emotionally with humans. At the exhibition, I saw robotic animals and humanoid baby robots designed to study human emotional reactions. These robots had silicone skin layers covering mechanical structures underneath, making them look surprisingly realistic. When people sat near them, they often felt like they were sitting beside another living being. I even tried talking to one of these robots. It responded in simple sentences like, "Hello, I am fine. How are you?" Looking at its face was confusing because it looked almost human. I even asked if I could touch it, and the experience felt strangely emotional because the robot behaved so naturally. But later, I discovered something very important. These robots were not thinking independently. I visited a control room where technicians were remotely controlling facial expressions, head movements, and voice responses. This showed that even the most realistic robots still depend on human programming. They are not truly alive, at least not yet. Another amazing robot we saw was Paro, a therapy robot shaped like a seal, used to help patients with autism and emotional disorders. This robot is designed to provide comfort and psychological support by responding to human touch and voice. Medical robots like this are slowly becoming part of modern healthcare systems around the world. Finally, we watched the famous Asimo robot performance. This robot could walk, run, and maintain perfect balance while moving across platforms. It demonstrated how robots could one day help solve environmental and safety problems by performing dangerous jobs that humans cannot safely do. The robot even had cameras installed in its eyes that allowed it to recognize people stored in its memory system. When someone spoke to it, it would turn toward them and respond politely. When people shook hands with it, it responded with precise, mechanical hand movements that looked almost natural. After the performance ended, technicians covered black sensor spots on the stage, reminding us that even advanced robots are still controlled systems, not independent living beings. As I left the robot hotel, I kept thinking about how quickly the world is changing. While humans are still imagining what the future will look like, Japan is already building it. In the next 5 to 10 years, we may see even more advanced human-robot cooperation. Maybe robots will not replace humans, but will instead become our partners in work, healthcare, and daily life. I truly hope I live long enough to witness how this incredible technological revolution shapes humanity's future. And if you enjoyed this futuristic journey, make sure to stay connected and subscribe for more amazing technological explorations from around the world. The future is already here, and it is powered by robots.